Just recently, we've decided to begin using laser therapy for our patients in our office, but I want to talk about some of the reasons why. And honestly, it's just a little bit selfish, but hopefully it makes sense as I tell you. The laser, along with having great benefits for your body as far as decreasing pain, relieving inflammation, helping tissues to heal, it has some really amazing benefits on the brain. So what I do is I take it home and I use it for myself and other members of the family, and we work on increasing blood flow and the benefits to the brain. I try to do it every day at home. Then I make sure that we have it here in our office so that all our patients can receive the benefits of the laser on the various parts of the body that we're dealing with pain and discomfort and other concerns. We've seen some really good results with people that are dealing with neck and shoulder pain and plantar fasciitis, peripheral neuropathy, and lower back pain, and so many other things. But let's talk about why the laser helps the brain. And before we get into it real deeply, let's talk real quick about what typically happens over our lifetime. Just like any part of our body, as we get older, our brain also declines and decreases function. We even start to notice things like memory loss or brain fog or difficulty concentrating. If you're noticing that's happening to you, you're not alone. It's unfortunately common, and up until recently, it was thought that you really can't do much about it. Over time, nerve cells die. Our diet causes us to form certain kinds of plaques that affect the communication between the nerve cells, and decreased blood flow to the brain will cause this process over time to happen. But there's something that we can do to change that. And our goal is going to be to come up with as many of those positive things that we can that will help the brain to heal. So that if we can create healing faster than it's breaking down, then you're probably going to start feeling better and notice clearer thinking and maybe even prevent some of those hard things that can happen to our brain that happens down the road, things like dementia and Alzheimer's. There's some really good studies on laser therapy and that. So let's talk about what laser therapy can do to your brain. One, increase synaptogenesis. Synapses are the connection between one brain cell and another. That space in between is very important to ensure that we have really good communication between the cells. In the brain, over time, we start to lose brain cells and sometimes even lose those connections, those synapses. Low laser therapy we like to use in here, it increases synaptogenesis, which means there's formation of new connection between those nerve cells. More synapses, more connections are formed while under laser therapy. And more synapses mean a healthier brain. Number two, increased angiogenesis. Your brain is dependent on blood flow over time because of the stress that we're under, the food that we eat. We can have, just like we can have clogging of the arteries that go to our heart, we can have decreased blood flow traveling to the brain as well. It is a very common cause of dementia and memory problems. Laser therapy increases angiogenesis, the formation of new blood vessels in the brain. So if you use low level laser therapy, you'll have more brain blood vessels over time. Also, blood flow will increase for two reasons. One is the one I mentioned above, but two, it's going to dilate the blood vessels, and that dilation happens almost instantaneously. So when you combine the dilation of the blood vessels along with having more blood vessels, that angiogenesis we mentioned before, you can start having permanent blood flow changes, and increased blood flow leads to increased brain function. Number three, anti-apoptosis. Apoptosis is a form of programmed cell death that occurs in living things. Unfortunately, in the nervous system, when those cells die, it's very challenging to have new brain cells form. The good news is that we've learned that certain things will improve the formation of those new nerve cells. But the joy of laser therapy is it'll even keep some of those nerve cells from dying in the first place. Number four, increased neuron progenitor cells. Neuron progenitor cells are very similar to stem cells, but they're found in the nervous system. So these cells, when stimulated the right way, will form new neurons. Low-level laser therapy is going to increase those neuron progenitor cells. Number five, increase antioxidants. Oxidative stress will create damage to any part of the body, and the brain's no exception. The laser therapy has been shown to increase levels of superoxide dismutase. It's a powerful antioxidant which is going to prevent oxidative stress and nerve degeneration. Number six, increased neurotrophins, BDNF, GDNF. Nerve growth factor. We love neurotrophins because they cause more brain cells to form, but they also increase the function and the effectiveness of those brain cells. There's some good research that shows that exercise increases nerve growth factor, but also laser therapy improves those nerve growth factors as well. So there you go. We got 6 ways that laser therapy can help improve the function of your brain. There's some pretty groundbreaking research on Alzheimer's and autism from the company that uses the lasers that we provide in here. And hopefully that'll lead to some really important FDA approvals in this area. And that's it for today. I'm Dr. Emil Tompkins. I hope you have a great day, and I may take off and go laser my brain for a bit. Have a good one.